What's up everybody, the Blue Fang here, and today I'm back with yet another part to What If Naruto joined the Akatsuki. Seeing how you guys wanted it so much, I just had to make another part of this. But also, after this video, I'll upload the next part, so What If Naruto was adopted by Naruto, and What If the Blue Fang was in Naruto. So be ready for those parts, and if you haven't watched those What Ifs yet, be sure to watch them. So the like goal for this video will be no like goals, since this is the final part of the series, so hopefully you will enjoy it. Now before I get into the recap, subscribe if you're new, hit that like button and turn on bell notifications. So with no further ado, let's get into the video. So last time we left off with the Ten Tails being born into the world once again, and Obito still thinking that he has won when Madara knows that the two of them have lost, since they have no Rinnegan with them except Madara's Edo Rinnegan. But the Rinnegans can't be used since Madara cannot be revived again when Obito doesn't have a Rinnegan. The Ten Tails begins to make chaos across the shinobi army, using every attack it has in its first form. Madara decides to control it for now while Obito teleports away. From a distance, Naruto and Sasuke look upon the beast that has emerged in shock of how big this monster is. Sasuke looks at Naruto. So are we really going up against that? Naruto nods his head while staying focused on the Ten Tails. Behind the two of them are Kakashi and Guy, and Kakashi is still saddened by the fact that the marksman, that the one who started this all, was none other than Obito Uchiha, as he thinks that Obito teleports to his side and Kamui's him into his realm. In the Kamui realm, Obito explains more about his plan and how he knows about Rin's death. After that, he begins to dash at Kakashi ready to battle. Back in the real world, the Shinobi Alliance battled the Ten Tails small clones while Naruto and Sasuke try to hold off the Ten Tails itself. From a distance behind them, Sakura quickly runs to their side, thinking that she's worthy to fight alongside Naruto and Sasuke, when we really know she isn't. Anyway, when Sakura runs up to the two of them, she begins to apologize to Naruto about the things she said to him years ago. Naruto just looks back, but I only care about the future. He forms a fist on one hand and sends it into his palm on the other hand. I guess Team 7's back. Sasuke and Sakura grin and run towards the Ten Tails. For the first time, Sasuke unleashes his Susanoo, and it's only his armored one since he doesn't have the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Naruto transforms as well, going into his QB chakra mode while Sakura just gets her fists ready. The Ten Tails sends out small clones to attack Team 7 instead of attacking itself. The clones all charge together and some of them group on Sasuke, almost overpowering him, but that's when Sasuke shoots out black flames from his eyes, surprising himself and Team 7. He realizes that this is his brother's jutsu, the Amaterasu, and that Itachi might have implanted it in him at some point of time. Meanwhile, on the Ten Tails, Madara stops controlling it so he could go fight Hashirama. He thinks it's been too long since he fought him, and there's no point in controlling the Jubi when his plan can't really take action. But before he goes to battle Hashirama, he waits for some time so he can see what the Jubi is going to do. So after he stopped controlling the Ten Tails, it starts to go berserk and unleashes a Biju bomb. The bomb shoots at the Shinobi Alliance ready to hit them, but as it gets close, it disappears from everyone's sight. They look around and far away they see a giant explosion which was from the bomb. Minato teleports back to the battlefield with everyone realizing that the 4th Hokage had already dealt with the Biju bomb. The Hokages continue to protect the Alliance while Team 7 starts to get closer to the Jubi. We cut to Kakashi and Obito's fight, with Kakashi able to win their battle, but that's what Obito wanted, because now his seal on his heart is broken. Obito Kamui's back into the real world onto the Ten Tails. Next to him, Madara is there getting ready to fight Hashirama, but Obito is able to get some words out to him. Wait, Madara, do the seal on me. Let me become the Ten Tails Jinchuriki. Madara looks down on Obito and thinks about it for some time, and he remembers that it doesn't really matter anymore since the plan can't be completed. He does hand signs to cast the special jutsu seal on Obito that will let him become the Ten Tails Jinchuriki. After he does that, he gets off the Jubi quickly while the whole of the Ten Tails gets sucked into Obito. Upon seeing the Ten Tails disappear, all of the Shinobi Alliance begin to think that they've won the war, starting to celebrate, but that's when Naruto and Sasuke spot someone in the spot where the Jubi was in. The two of them look at each other and nod their heads, both dashing towards the figure, leaving Sakura behind. Once the figure starts to get more clearer, both Naruto and Sasuke stop and look, spotting a pure white, scaled person holding a staff with 10 balls flying behind them. They look more closely at the person's face and see that it's Obito. Naruto's expression begins to go dark and anger starts to rush in him. No, he did it. Wait, maybe he hasn't controlled it yet. Without hesitation, Naruto races at Obito at full speed, leaving Sasuke without any warnings. Obito is just standing still, getting used to his new figure, and that's when he spots Naruto. Naruto forms a Rasengan and charges it at Obito. As it goes to hit him, Obito disappears from Naruto's sight and appears behind him, sending his staff into Naruto's heart. Blood flies out of Naruto while he falls into the ground. His Kyuubi mode vanishes from his body as his chakra starts to disappear as well. Obito grins. Naruto, you have lived such a hard life. If you didn't attack, you could have been gifted to be in the infinite Tsukiyomi, but now you can't. Rest now. You were help to the Akatsuki. From a distance, Sasuke looks in horror, spotting Naruto on the ground. No, he can't be dead. Not that easily. Obito crouches down, placing his hand on Naruto's heart. He's dead, Sasuke. No way of bringing him back now. Sasuke notices that he's the only one who's seeing this right now, since everyone thinks that they've won. Elsewhere, Hashirama and Madara battle, and like in the original, Madara wins the fight due to his Rinnegan and Hashirama cells. That was a good battle, Hashirama. You almost got me. Hashirama lets out a serious expression at Madara. So what's next on your Tsukiyomi plan, huh? Madara hears this and begins to explain to Hashirama that his Tsukiyomi plan failed because of that kid Naruto, who is his next target. He then leaves Hashirama by himself, stabbed with chakra rods so he can't move. As Madara gets back to the main battlefield, he sets his sight on the new Obito. Madara stands still and thinks that it's finally time to tell Obito the truth. He quickly runs to where Obito is and tells him that he needs to explain something. Sasuke, still frozen in horror at the fact that Naruto is dead, just stares at his enemies in hate and anger. Where the Shinobi Alliance is, Minato starts to think something strange, that Naruto isn't back yet. He then spots Sakura coming his way. Lord Fourth, I don't know what happened, but both Sasuke and Naruto haven't been back yet. Minato hears this and races to where the Tentail's location last was, which is where Obito is getting told by Madara the truth. From behind, Tobirama follows Minato while Hiruzen stays behind. The both of them spot Sasuke standing still and go to his side. Minato goes closer to Sasuke. What happened? Where's Naruto? Sasuke just points at Naruto's now dead body. Minato's eyes widen. No, Naruto. Without hesitation, Minato starts to run at where Obito and Madara are. But Tobirama stops him and tells him to look and observe the enemies first, pointing at Obito's new appearance. At that moment, Obito's eyes widened in shock, indicating that Madara told him that the infinite Tsukiyomi cannot be taken action of. Sasuke sees Obito frozen with his eyes widened, thinking that Obito is now stunned at something. He sees this as a chance to attack, running at him at full speed, gripping his sword tightly in his hands. He swings it as soon as he is in range, but at that moment Obito senses Sasuke's attack and quickly flies to Sasuke, stabbing his hand into him. Sasuke spits out blood while Obito throws him into the ground. Die. All of you are the reason that the Tsukiyomi cannot take place. Obito starts to stomp on Sasuke's body while Madara watches on, but doesn't have any reason to attack anyone. Obito finishes off attacking Sasuke and realizes that he is dead now. Minato stares at the monster that Obito has become, thinking that the old Obito that he knew isn't this person. He places his head down and tells Tobirama that the two of them need to regroup with everybody else so they can make a plan. They leave and all Obito is thinking of is to kill everyone on this battlefield, since he thinks that they were the reason that the infinite Tsukiyomi will never happen. Meanwhile, in a dark place, a figure hovers staring down on the two people that have entered his realm. One person is in one part of his realm while the other is in another part. He explains to the two people that he is the sage of the six paths and that they have entered because they are reincarnations of his sons. He explains to them about the history of Indra and Ashura, how the chakra was made, and his mother named Kaguya. After that, Hagoromo tells them that he needs to give them all of his power that he has left, so the two of them can defeat the new Ten Tails Jinchuriki. Naruto, take my power, as you were the reincarnation of my son Ashura. You were bad at first and didn't act anything like Ashura did. but you grew up to become a good and better person. Now take my power. Naruto lets out his hand to touch the Sage of the Six Paths' hand. In the other part of the realm, Sasuke releases his hand as well to touch Hagoromo's. Both Naruto and Sasuke get the Sage's powers, with Sasuke unlocking his Rinnegan while Naruto unlocks Six Paths Kyuubi mode. They both get brought back to the battlefield ready to show Obito what new powers they have. We cut to Obito staring at the Shinobi Alliance bloodlusted to kill everyone. At the same time, Kakashi teleports back and spots the new Obito. Madara stands behind Obito and says that he has no reason to fight a pointless battle. Hashirama, now out of the chakra rod's bind, groups up with the rest of the Hokage, taking the front line of battle. The Alliance waits for Obito's move, which he does quickly, sending truth-seeking orbs their way. The orbs fly at the Alliance, but someone appears out of nowhere, knocking the truth-seeking orbs out of the way. The person touches the ground, revealing himself to be Naruto Uzumaki. Sasuke jumps to Naruto's side as well, revealing his Rinnegan. Madara is shocked, wondering how the two of them are alive and how Sasuke has the Rinnegan. But Obito just dashes in, ready to fight. Sasuke flickers away and reappears above Obito, piercing an Onyx Chidori into him. After that, at full speed, Naruto races in at Obito with a Rasengan, and with no time to react since of Naruto's crazy speed, Obito gets blasted with the Rasengan. Now that Obito is weakened, Naruto turns into his Kurama avatar mode, and Sasuke transforms into his full body Susanoo. They use these power-ups to pull the chakra out of Obito's body. Unlike the original, they did this by themselves since of the Sage of the Six Paths chakra. Obito is still weak and can't defend himself, and the tailed beasts all get taken out of him. He collapses to the ground, unable to move since he's about to die. Naruto and Sasuke head to Obito to check on him. Sasuke gets his sword out ready to stab Obito, but Naruto stops him. No, he's already dying because of the extractment. I would kill him, but I'm not my old self anymore. Sasuke nods his head and puts his sword away. After that, Obito dies, ending the war. Sometime later, the Hokages depart as well as Madara. Before the tailed beasts leave to go back to their home, Naruto says sorry for what he did with the Akatsuki. The tailed beasts accept since he took them out of Obito. After that, everyone leaves to go back to their villages. Naruto has to go to jail for a week, but not any longer since he saved the whole shinobi world. And after he's served his time, he goes into the village to enjoy the new approval of the villagers. They now say that Naruto and Sasuke are heroes and keep congratulating them. Now Naruto lives in peace as he looks up at Jiraiya's Hokage head, remembering him. Elsewhere, Black Zetsu waits by himself for new reincarnations to come back, so he can exact his Kaguya plan once again. Now, end of this video. Hopefully you did enjoy. This was the final part of the Akatsuki series, and I just can't believe we made it to this part. So anyways, like always, subscribe if you're new, hit that like button and turn on bell notifications. It's been a Blue Fang, peace.
I just kill them with kindness, yeah, we leave them deceased and tell it like it is, and now you gotta compete, show me what up. Back down, you think it's a game right now?